Hi, my name is Safi. Uh, I will start with a bit of a backstory here. So, I have known Talmud since 2017. I try to read all of his newsletters because they are, really eye-opening ones, and they help me a lot to understand a lot of the things that sometimes is beyond my understanding and which I don't get anywhere else, to be honest. I have tried his trifecta of power, alpha protocol, and advanced sexual healing MP3s previously. While I would say they gave me good results, I was still not satisfied with my progress, to be honest. I'm also guilty of procrastinating a lot with those. I was never consistent with those MP3s. Talmud would always tell me to give it at least 21 days of exposure, but I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. Maybe because my subconscious was resisting a lot and didn't want me to play those MP3s. So I was really struggling to be consistent with those. Anyway, so a bit about me. So I've been suffering from premature ejaculation and porn addiction since 2010, I would say. Near there somewhere. So I was a kid at that time. I was probably 13 years of age. So in my opinion, my porn addiction is the reason why I developed this premature ejaculation because I would just masturbate along and probably I have conditioned myself to just ejaculate quickly. Anyway, so in 2010, I was actually a kid and I had no experience with women whatsoever. But now I'm a grown man, and I started to get, started to get in contact with women as I was growing older. So now I'm 26 years of age, and I have a girlfriend in my life. So let's try to remember. Since the day I lost my virginity, to be honest, I noticed one thing that. Uh, I still remember on that day I couldn't last more than 15 to 16 seconds, and I blew it, and I was I was really ashamed. And even though it was my first time, and at that time I was buying into the traditional advice there. They would always tell you that it's your first time, so it's going to improve with experiences. But to be honest, years have passed, uh, and for me, nothing really improved for me. And at one point, at one point, I was really afraid that my girl would leave me for someone else because I've seen a lot of people, and I've even asked my classmates and other friends who didn't have any issues with lasting, let's say, 15, 20, 25 minutes. A lot of them had totally no issues with it, but I had it. And uh, so, so I just couldn't do anything about it. So at one point, I decided to do something crazy and I decided to do something counterproductive, let's say. And I really invested my time into learning techniques like how to finger women, how to eat her, because I was not successful with penetration because if I try to penetrate from the beginning, let's say I do a little bit of kissing and foreplay there, but after that I'll have to go to penetration. And if I try to do those things, I'll just blow my thing within, let's say, 15, even sometimes even less than that. If I was really aroused by the woman I was with, I would just blow it in 5 to 10 seconds. And I mean, day by day, my situation was, I mean, getting worse and worse because, I mean, I could feel that inside. I was, I was kind of broken and feeling not confident there, even though I learned how to finger women and how to, let's say, I mean, good with cunnilingus, be good with that. I would say I was able to, no, I mean, make my woman satisfied, and she would sometimes tremble with orgasm. She would really moan, I could see that. I mean, she was getting the satisfaction from my techniques and stuffs. But to be honest, probably I was able to satisfy her, but I wasn't satisfied because let's face it. I mean, those of you who blow their load within 10 to 15 seconds. You guys all know that, I mean, how it feels because you kind of remain unsatisfied because I mean, if it's not, I mean, long enough, I mean, for me, I felt unsatisfied. I felt, I mean, really unsatisfied. And, uh, and to be honest, in my opinion, sex is about pleasure for both men and women. Yes, I was trying to focus on giving my woman the pleasure using my hands and my tongue, but uh, I, I couldn't satisfy myself there with her, to be honest. And and I was really afraid to use the fundamental feature of sexual intercourse, which is penetration. You'll probably find online many experts will tell you that you don't need penetration to satisfy a woman. You can still utilize your fingers and mouth and make her satisfied, and penetration wouldn't matter that much. But it can be true to some extent, but I refuse to totally buy into it because I've even seen in my girl's eyes that even though she was, I mean, really moaning and she was satisfied with her orgasms there. I felt something is missing there. I mean, because uh, a penetration is it's like a masculine trait. Let's face it. Uh, today another woman can today let's say you have two women there. One woman can satisfy another woman with their finger and with their mouth. So what's the need of a man here? The fundamental thing a man has is, I mean, he can penetrate with his gift there. So, I felt, I mean, I was missing that thing, to be honest. And most importantly, I also needed to feel satisfied because if I've seen that if I was unsatisfied there, uh, let's say I would ejaculate within 15 to 30 seconds. I would be left with unsatisfaction, and I would want to rely on porn for my further satisfaction there. So my addiction never went away, even though I was with a girl. So it's also a bit of problem because mm, after I watched porn and ejaculated, I felt down, to be honest. And Talmage in his a lot of newsletter he tells us that I mean porn and a lot of other stuff like fear news, a lot of the uh, social media stuffs, they are like sucking your energy there. Porn is like that. It's like sucking something off you. So afterwards, even though, I mean, you feel the pleasure of ejaculating, but you are left with something um, that really depresses you. I mean, that was for me. That was for me the case. And um, and as days were passing, I would try. I tried a lot of herbal solutions there, and I wouldn't lie, those are not bad. The herbal things are really good, but the only thing they did to me was they really improved my libido. Probably they really improved my testosterone and my urge, let's say, to want to have sex, my mood, let's say. But they would never solve my main problem, which is premature ejaculation here. So I couldn't find anything, to be honest, to solve my issue there. Anyway, uh, while I was suffering there, Talmage started to publish his new groundbreaking uh, technology, which is called Unreal Series. And to be honest, I heard a lot of good thing about the Unreal series there because a lot of his clients they would write or they would just post videos of their crazy experiences with this Unreal series thing. So I really read all of the testimonials there, and all I really wanted was I really deep down I really wanted him to make a Unreal Series version of the advanced sexual healing. I really wanted to I mean wanted him to make that, but I never told him to do that. But I mean deep down I thought, gosh, if he just could I mean make one of these, I really wanted to try. And to my surprise, he did publish one last month. And since I'm subscribed to his newsletter, I was one of the first few who would get the news, and I was really excited about it. And I just didn't delay. I just emailed him. I just showed my interest to try this product, and he gave me the chance to try this product. So it's been probably 15 days by now since I started listening. Anyway, so I would go to my changes right away. Let's say so. I've seen that within 4 to 6 days, for some reason, something shifted in me, and my urge to watch porn was totally gone. It's just like that. I don't know how it happened, but it was totally gone. I wouldn't lie. I would still have the sexual thoughts here and there, but what I would do previously, I would find excuses to watch porn there. But this time, for some reason, I found excuses not to watch porn, and that was really crazy for me because it's like a switch flip there, and I was really blown away, and on that day, I felt, I mean, this Unreal Series thing is really crazy because Talmage Talmage also says that Unreal Series MP3s start to work within 24 hours. Probably it started working on me. So anyway, so after sorry, uh, on seventh day, yeah, on seventh day I had sex, and guess what? I was blown away. So I was able to last 5 to 5.5 minutes. To be honest, I was really tracking my progress there. So I was paying attention to the watch. I mean, how long can I go? And to my surprise, I was able to hit 5 minute mark. And it might seem not that much to you, but coming from a place where I would just last just let's say 10 to 15 minutes and to this 5 minutes, it was a lot of progress for me. And for the first time, I really felt confident there. Next time when I had sex, it was near 8 minutes, and I was still, I was still, I mean, feeling something. And And one thing I noticed though, and I have started to feel satisfied, and I have started to feel my body more. I was in tune with my body there. I mean, these things are really powerful. So I don't know, for some reason, I really found it really interesting. And I focused on these MP3s. Sorry, I focused on only this one this time. Previously, when I was trying Talmude's MP3s, I would try, let's say, two, three, four MP3s at the same time. But this time I decided that no, I'm gonna go with just this one. I'm just going to focus on this one because right now this is one of the issues in my life, which is, I mean, really sticking into me and it's not going away. So it's really important for me to just get rid of this first. So I just focused on this. What I do is I would normally play the MP3 on loop and go to sleep, and it would play on loop all night while I was sleeping. And to be honest, I had a lot of vivid dreams for some reason, and a few of them were really sexual. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even. I can't even. I mean, explain how sexual it was. I mean, I was kissing a girl in one dream, and suddenly I woke up and I felt the heart pumping there. And another time I was having sex with a naked lady, on a bathtub, and suddenly I woke up from the dream, and after waking up, I still could remember the dream clearly. So that was crazy. And another thing though, another really interesting thing. I don't know why, for some reason, I started to get a lot of stares when I go out in public. I don't know, a lot of stares from, I would say, really, really beautiful women. Previously, that would never happen to me, to be honest. But I don't know, I mean, what's the connection here? But I would get a lot of, I mean, stares from women, and a few of them would smile too. And one funny thing is, one of my coworkers, she told me uh, 2 days ago, she told me that I I have like kind of charisma in me. I don't know why. I mean, she told me that she said I have like kind of charisma in me, and I really laughed at her while she told me because I mean I didn't know I mean where it came from because she would never uh, give me compliments previously, and she doesn't know me that well either. But I don't know, but it happened. Probably, probably. I believe I have a lot of sexual shame, fear, guilt, trauma, anxieties, whatever you can call, in me, and probably this MP3. I mean, by using this MP3, these are slowly starting to melt down. Probably unconsciously, I can see it. Probably because of that, suddenly I have become, let's say, more attractive. And one thing though, I really want to try Talmadge's new synergistic man MP3, which also came out recently. I really want to try that one too. I really want to stack that with this Advanced Sexual Healing Unreal Series MP3, if he allows me to. Anyway, and I really want to see how that unfolds with this one. And finally, I would just like to say massive thanks to Talmud for having faith in me because I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I was really adamant from time to time. And sorry, Talmud, about that. But and sometimes I would ask him really stupid questions, and I said previously I would procrastinate a lot. I wouldn't stick to what he advised me. So I felt like I put him down by not doing so. But this time I really wanted to go through this. And it started to work really fast, to be honest. And And yeah, I'd have to say that every time, I mean, even though I was probably really bothering Talmage, he responded to me with a lot of care and patience. I mean, he has been really nice to me since the day we first had conversation. Thank you so much, Talmage, for having faith in me, and thank you, really, thank you so much for giving me this gift. I've really needed this, and I mean it. Thanks.